guys, and welcome back to another thrilling episode. And today I've just discovered something absolutely amazing, and I really wanted to show you this today. So you guys definitely know this Lego Locomotive. You've seen this Locomotive before, but here's the trick. This is not an actual picture of the Locomotive. This is actually one of those new Lego sites that I found. It's called Bricklink Studio. It's where you can design your own 3D models out of Lego. And since Lego Digital Designer has retired and no longer is updating, I decided to change to that. And I found something really cool, how you can render your own projects in as realistic as possible. So that got me thinking, what if I rendered in creations that have not been built yet? Like, say for example, the big project I've been working on, or at least that it'll be coming, hopefully in a couple of weeks or a couple of months, you'll be able to see the very first sight of the General Lee. That's right, last night or yesterday I rendered in some pictures of the General Lee in realistic as possible. And here they are. This is what the front of the General Lee will look like in real life. Very glossy, very shiny, pretty big as well. You can even count the width of the sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This generally is 14 studs long, 14 studs wide, and 50 studs long, which I've already said before. And then we go to this photo where we have a look at the back. The back section looks quite amazing indeed. With the boot that will open. I haven't got any pictures of any of the functions going on, but yeah, as you can see, it looks very nice. And I just can't wait. It's gotten me so excited that I have to try and make myself not so excited, or otherwise days are going to go so slow, because I just can't wait to build this thing. It's going to look amazing. And of course, the other picture of the General Lee from the sides, the front/side view, looks absolutely magnificent. I just love the way this car looks, and it's going to be one of my best creations I've ever made. This is going to be a bold statement. Is it even better than my Lego locomotives? I'll have to think about that one, but it's definitely up there with one of the best creations I've ever created. Now remember, this is a MOC, my own creation. So I built this from scratch on Lego Digital Designer, and I've already designed it, and now it is rendered in as realistic as possible. And the photo I love the most, get rid of that, is this one. This is just an amazing view of the General Lee. So there you have it. That's what the General Lee is going to look like in real life. And I just can't wait. And I hope you guys are quite impressed as well of how amazing this looks. But hey, the fun doesn't stop there. Let's go back to where we saw the J-Class. There you go. I've even got my real models of them beside. It's only the General Lee that I don't have, unfortunately. But fingers crossed, maybe in a couple of months, we'll be able to see the very first parts of the General Lee. Here is the Bulldog, which is on my railway shelf at the moment, which I'm just leaving alone for now. Rendering it in as realistic as possible didn't really look as nice, so I don't really care about this too much. The real one looks better in my opinion. It's just because the lighting, the windows are transparent, so it's very hard to see the outlining of the windows, so it doesn't look quite as good as real life. Depends on the kind of lighting, but don't get me wrong, the rendering is so good. Next we have the T-Class locomotive, rendered in as realistic as possible. And of course I have the Lego one here. It's a little dark. I think I'll turn the light on because it's getting a little dark on this one. Oh, that's better. Yep, there you go. The T-Class rendered in. That's the real one right there. I've also given it a number. It's 356. The locomotive I was going to base it off is already scrapped, so I had to change the number to one that actually exists. So yeah. So that's the T-Class, and there's Buffy, there's the J-Class, my real model sitting there. Now next, of course, you may be guessing, what is the next model that we have in store? Lofty! Now, you may notice a little bit of a difference with my Lego Lofty and the Lofty right here. Well, yes, there is a difference. The first difference is the crane is more thinner, more realistic to the real Lofty. Next is that's lower instead of so much thick, like so much blue underneath Lofty's mouth. The eyes have gone down. As well, if I show you what I mean. And also we've got the blue ladder, which we haven't got the parts for that yet. And the blue wheels, of course. My Lofty got black wheels. The crane is more thicker. Lofty's mouth is higher up and Lofty's eyes are higher up. That's the closest you can get it for now, because the one that I have on for now is actually illegal. You may be wondering, how can you make it illegal? Well, I'll tell you how. Lofty's eyes are actually not attached to the model, but Lofty's mouth is. Because I've been trying to find a way to be able to get those eyes down low enough to the mouth, but it's just not working. Like, I tried so many different methods, but it just does not work. So Lofty's eyes are currently floating right now, so in real life, Lofty's eyes wouldn't even be attached to the model. Other than that, the entire model is possible to build. I rendered another photo in realistic as possible of Lofty as well. Another thing is, those wheels aren't supposed to be as glossy, since the wheels on Lofty right now are actually rubber, so they don't shine, which you can kind of see it there. So yeah, and some parts have been ordered for Scoop, but no General Lee, because we didn't know the General Lee. But another thing that's amazing is if I go into the new Lego design, we can actually check how much money each model is. So let's find out how expensive it will be to build the big General Lee. I already know the price, but I want to show you guys just in case you don't know how to see how expensive your models are. So here's my General Lee up there, just press on that. The General Lee loads in, and there it is. You can zoom in and look around, see all sorts of cool things on the General Lee. So if you want to render something, you press on this render button, and you go how high you want it. You want to be medium, high, or very high, which are the ones I do. And then you press render and it starts loading in all that cool stuff. So yeah, that's how you get them as realistic as possible looking. That is a quite nice picture, but I already have one of those. So yeah, and you can also put collision on to find out what's being collided, as you can see, but I can do a tutorial on this if you really want. But for now, we're not going to look at that. So if you want to know how much price or how much money it is exactly to get this whole car, first, because for some weird reason, it just obviously clearly doesn't know that these parts do exist in orange. So if you click auto fix, this is just temporary, it'll change the parts into that color that actually exist. As you can see, there's some red parts. But I will ensure you these do exist in orange. I've even researched them myself. So for some reason it gets it wrong, which is annoying. But you have to do that. So in order to get the full price, you go into the model up there, you click more info, and then down there is your total price of the model. As you can see, it's $480. Total lots 202. Total parts 1,200. That's how many parts the General Lee is. It's a lot of it from the tan and a little bit of the orange that they said didn't exist. But like I said before, I've done research and these parts do exist in orange. So don't you worry, it is going to look exactly how it looks. Not now. Well, if there's one thing that I don't really like, is it can be a little bit confusing to use this website. And it's a little bit more complicated. Also, you can't flex any piping, so if I load up any of my old trains, I'll give an example. I'll go into open. I click on like a train that has lots of piping, say for example the R class or something. Now we'll go to the J class, J536. We click on that, And as you can see, piping is scattered everywhere. It is not curved or anything like that, and you have to remove it to be able to get a nice picture. Sometimes it does that, and it's quite annoying. It does it with quite a few models as well from your LDD files, which stands for like a digital design. So yeah, there you have it. That is one of the things I desperately wanted to show you, and I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. Now let's go into autocorrect. Ooh, don't exist in sand green. Ooh, oh well, this model isn't accurate. I could probably just research this and see whether for sure it is actually telling the truth. So yeah, let's see how much money this model will cost. Model info, total price, $382 is how much it will cost. Oh, never mind. 600. Whoa. Apparently my J class is more expensive than my General E, and that's quite a surprise indeed. So my General E ain't a whopping price, but that is ridiculous. $685. Well, I am blown away. I can't believe it costs so much money to get that. Usually we just pay around $400 or $500 for a train, but 600, sheesh, that's a lot. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you, and probably my next video, I've already been upgrading Heavy Harry as well, but my next video will probably be doing more stuff, and in a couple of weeks we'll be able to see new parts for models, including the K class, Heavy Harry, J class, and of course Scoop from Bob the Builder. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Bye! Oh, and one more thing. If you look in my display case, what is that, you may see? This is a model traction engine that actually works, steams, and fires up. I've been working on cleaning this one up. Granddad got this one quite a few years ago, obviously. But yeah, this will definitely be a future review. Stay tuned for that.